Hello everybody, my name is Brian from quantlabs.net. I'm going to show you hopefully the nerve center of this system, which is really the watch list. First of all, let me just explain. I've been getting some feedback on my previous videos. This particular video, and pretty well all the other videos that you're watching, are a preview of this system. This does not mean it's nowhere near finalization. It's going to be an evolution. And it's going to be constantly debugged and optimized to make it better, more intelligent, and hopefully more profitable over the long run. So, as this being a preview of potentially what these reports will entail in the spreadsheet I'm about to show you, I just want to make sure I get that across to you. So also, hopefully, over the last few days, I've been putting out a variety of videos. Basically, the process we go through is quite simple. We put out economic indicators from different government sources, being it from the Eurostats or various sources within the US, where we factor in different sectors in which look good to basically make bets on, trading bets. From there, what we do is based upon where we think, or the system may think there's some potential profit opportunities. It will then drill down and start banging out reports based upon different market sectors. So for instance, if you got housing, obviously you want to be in the housing play of those sectors, maybe lumber, maybe retail for renovation, so on and so forth. From there, what we do is we generate a long and our short, basically our weakest player and our shortest, or our weakest player and our strongest player. So we use that as a pair for spread trading, and we try to optimize the spread on and maximize on the profit opportunity to maximize our profit. So what you're about to watch, I'm going to show you, is just two very simple, one's a spreadsheet and one's the charts that go with that spreadsheet. And basically what we're doing is we're going to be adding pairs, long and short, to this watch list. This is basically a watch list of separate various conditions that we use to measure to see if at any point over 8 weeks that pair has been added to the watch list, that we enter a position. That could be numerous crossovers of trend line and moving average. We could also use other potential technical indicators or other even quantitative indicators for entry. And then the next phase after this watch list, once the positions are put on, then we have to manage those positions. So that'll obviously be the next step. So let's talk about this. This is pretty well the gatekeeper, the screening process to see if the trading pair is valid and worthy of trading. And before it gets to this point, I did showcase some of the risk parameters that we use before we add to this watch list. So let me just show you the spreadsheet here. And this is typically what you'll get as part of the membership service. So basically what we have here is I've got two pairs. This is just all for testing and just for development purposes. But what I wanted to showcase is Coke and Pepsi. These are the reference points of when this pair, Coke and Pepsi, was added to the long and the short. So obviously our long is Coke. Here's the entry price. The short, here's the entry price. And that's the spread. So that's a reference spread here. So we calculate a percentage. So as I said, over the next 8 weeks, we are going to measure the spread calculation against our reference of this spread. And not only that, but we're also going to use some other indicators which are part of our charts I'll show you that will enable us, or the system will enable it to say, yeah, this is a good time to go into put on a position. So again, this is over 8 weeks. So once this pair has been added, it has 8 weeks to measure the calculation on the spread, and then be able to determine if it's worthy to put on a position. Now again, all these numbers here are just testing purposes, so it may be 0 or something, but this is the first week of what it will calculate. So the next step is obviously the chart. So we have our PDF, and this is our watch list set of charts. Yeah, don't ask about the I, but I thought it was apropos. Conspiracy theorists can go wild on that one. So anyways, like I said, the two pairs that we're watching, again for demo purposes, it's typical classic pair. We got Coke and Pepsi, and the one after that's Ford and GM as a short. So here's the spread action over the last. I can't remember if it's the last. Yeah, I guess it's the last couple of years actually. So here's the spread action. I need to do something here, but again, as I keep saying, this is preview only. Okay, so here there may have been a good position to go on there, but what we're also looking is trend line of both Coke and Pepsi, and of course we're looking for times when that trend line gets broken. Also, we've got our moving day averages that we're watching here, the Pepsi and Coke. When they cross, that's another potential entry. And it could be either or. So that's something that we will measure. The frequency of this, I don't know if it's going to be daily, weekly, probably daily. So we may need to either extend this out or, you know, if we do it daily, maybe put in 8 times 30, I don't know. But, you know, it's just things like that we need to adjust, and that depends upon further testing as we move out and go into a paper trading mode. Okay, so where were we last? Okay, so we got that. So then we move into the spread price action of Ford and GM. Again, the red line being the spread, the trend line again for Ford, the trend line for GM. Now, I just want also people to realize, don't panic on these charts here. This is the time period. I'm going to put in actual dates here. And again, I can always shorten this time period if I need to. So I have full flexibility to do that. It's pretty well up to what people want. Various people may want as is, or maybe only want to watch for the last few months. I don't know. But you know, it really, the positions will be held most likely for, as I keep saying, 30 to 90 days. Okay, so as I said, we've gone over the pricing action for GM. Let me just get that. So we get again, we're just doing Ford and GM. We have Ford, the trend lines for Ford and GM, and then again we have the simple moving averages. Now again, these are simple technicals. These work. Everyone seems to use them. We don't need to use RSI and all that fancy schmancy stuff. So at the end of it, there is our signals. So at the end of it, we track our number of positions on, and most of all, do we add a position? So I'll put that note in there at the end. Are we adding a position or not? But obviously, this report would be a lot bigger if we have, let's say, I have no idea the realistic number of pairs. It could be 10, 20, 30, who knows, on an ongoing basis with our watch list. So just want to show you this report spreadsheet as well, and that's going to be part of what you can download from the system. Okay, talk to you later.